Welcome to BioShock. This is Dimly Lit. I'm Ben.
Welcome to the first episode of Dimly Lit.
That's Caleb.
I'm Caleb.
You're so bad at that.
This is BioShock. Both of our favorite games of all time ever made. Trademark.
Son,
It's really good.
you're special.
It is really good. However,
Great thing.
this is the third time we've recorded the intro.
You know
Hoo
why?
boy. We've had capture setup and captured screw ups. We've had like the output being weird and everything that could go wrong has go wrong because we didn't test
Has
enough
go wrong?
stuff. Everything. Shut your face.
You can't fucking talk.
You know what? I'll slap you.
Do it then, bitch. Don't do it, please.
Do it. Friggin' do it. Eat that shit.
I'm drinking water.
Oh shit.
Don't pause that.
Do what I want.
So if it seems like we are rapidly going through this little beginning sequence, it's because we were tired of it and we want to actually play parts of the game we haven't yet.
Or haven't in a while, because we've played through this game before.
I was a youngster though. I didn't quite process the gravity of the game.
I played through like half the game pretty recently, but then started over for this.
So Caleb has the controller. I typically
sure
would,
do.
but he demanded that he played because he gets bored when he watches me.
I'm content.
So it sounds like I will be doing most of the riveting commentary.
Yeah, I'm kind of bad at talking when I have the controller, as we found out.
Mm-hmm.
Also, this is a really nice opening segment, and there's some. If you don't really think about it, but a lot of people just died. Everyone died, and like, what's the likelihood that like literally everyone would have died except the main character? I think the main character's name's Jack, right?
Well, it doesn't explain it. Isn't he like genetically altered or some shit?
Yeah, but like someone would have lived.
I don't know.
All right, let's go in.
Ready to get spooked?
Spooky spooks.
Ah! Oh man, I need to increase the level of energy I have.
I'm pretty. Oh shit! Stop shining the laser pointer at the TV.
Why? It's military grade.
It's like. Stop it! It's reflecting into my eyes. It's reflecting my eyes. Cut it the hell out.
You sound like a pussy. That's what you sound like.
Oh boy, Ayn Rand is gonna tell us about communism. You know that like Andrew Ryan is like based on, like it's.
Oh yeah,
A
communism.
It's a semi-anagram of Ayn Rand.
Ayn Rand?
Ayn Rand. Do you know who Ayn Rand is?
An Ayn Rand anagram?
An anagram. That was a stupid
That
ass
was
joke.
stupid. That was
I
dumb.
am Andrew Ryan,
Hello! Hi, Ryan.
here to ask you a question.
Okay.
Is a man not entitled to the sweat of his
I mean,
brow?
I
Yes.
No, says the man in Washington, it belongs to the poor. No, says the man in the Vatican, it belongs to God. No, says the man in Moscow, it belongs to everyone.
Then who does it belong to?
I reject
Everyone.
those answers.
Oh, so
It's communism.
it doesn't belong to everyone. It belongs to everyone.
I chose the impossible.
Ben, it's
I chose
communism. It's like that's
No.
what he was saying. He's like communism sucks. Who does
Oh.
who does it belong to? Not you, but everyone else.
No, what I was saying though is it went. Who does it? Aren't you entitled to the sweat of your brow? Who does it belong to?
small,
The poor?
and with the sweat
God?
of your brow.
Everyone? No. Then who does it belong to?
It belongs to you.
Oh,
That's what he. That was the entire point of that.
I'm sleepy. Get off of me. Get off my dick, bitch.
It is like 7:30.
No, it's not.
Ben, it is 7:30. Look at the freaking
Oh my God,
desktop. It is
7:30.
7:34.
I'm a sleepy boy. I guess.
Surprise!
Surprise!
Game of chance!
Games of chance.
Games of chance.
I didn't make a comment on the squid. I've now commented on it about
All
twice.
good things of this earth flow into the city. Like my penis.
What?
Here we go! First penis joke! Woo! Yeah!
Don't do that. That's just annoying.
Yay! Those are some buff boys.
They are. Speaking of dicks, I'd let them have mine.
Except theirs.
Dude, good lord.
With a warm heart and an open soul.
In a flexed anus.
Flexed.
Flexed.
like pops out. Oh no, she's. Oh!
I may have meant puckered, but couldn't remember the word puckered.
Should we turn on subtitles?
Probably. For all the many viewers at home who want...
For all 6 of them.
No, probably like 2, which is you and me. Which is you and I. We don't want to be like them.
She screamed.
Ah!
She's screaming.
It looks like a waffle.
You look like a waffle. Fat boy.
Would you put syrup on me and lick it off?
No.
Would you butter me up?
Yeah.
Put some peanut butter on me?
Pop you in the toaster.
Wait, bitch, no. You put waffles in the toaster after you put peanut butter on them?
I'm a man of adventure.
Fuck you and you nasty ass. Putting damn peanut butter in the toaster.
Higher ground.
You're gonna have some hot nut, dude.
It's the fucking ocean.
Hot nut.
Where is higher ground?
Hot nut.
He said, you gotta get to higher ground. Where? Where?
Got to get the higher ground. Alright, I'll just go outside.
I did it. Oh, cool. I'm cold.
I'm not gonna lie, my dude. Your breath smells like ass.
Well,
And this is heavily talking based. I'm gonna find gum, and you're gonna chew it.
it's gross.
We can hear the audio.
Would you
Just
kindly
hand it to me. Right now, what? Put this in your gob. Oh, that was good. Dude, continue with the game.
It gave me lip.
Ow.
I have not ever been able to successfully avoid that.
Oh.
I always get hit by the fucking flaming couch.
I thought you bit your lip while chewing the gum, or like bit your gum while chewing your gum, and you were like, I've never avoided not biting myself while chewing gum.
No, I'm not an apish troglodyte.
But you are.
Oh, that was insulting, and I'm offended, and that hurt my feelings.
Wow.
I always like the little faces.
Sounds like you should grow a uterus.
On the bottles. Look at him. He's
Because them bitches are tough.
he's mad. I just realized how stupid looking the little sister statues are.
So wait, are you telling me that... So Little Sisters were produced indirectly from Adam, right?
No, they were like specifically engineered.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
that's why they would be there. Never mind. My point was disproven.
Ew, 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 ew.
That is cherry popped. God, I.
This is because of like corrupted footage and stuff. The 4th time we've had to play through this intro. and I'm always put off a bit by that every single time that line of dialogue.
Dude, I love hearing about cherries being popped. It's my favorite. It's my favorite dinner conversation. You know,
Just
sit
like-
down at the table.
Like, sit down with...
So, Angela, when did you have your cherry popped?
Just not... That's just the phrase. It's just so gross. It's so nasty and crude.
It makes it sound... Never mind.
Yeah, but...
Never mind.
Angel.
It's an angel, Daddy.
I can see light.
Except Mr. Bubbles.
Wait a minute.
Not...
Still breathing.
Man, I can relate to Big Daddies.
I know he'll be an
Fat.
You're a big
That's
boy.
about where the similarities begin and end. Is fat. Boya? Did you pick up all the shit in the room? Did you make sure you got all the first aid kits? You didn't eat that pet bar. See, look, now you have more Eve than you did a second ago.
Yep, I'm the best at this game. Best there ever did.
Best
dang
there
do.
ever was.
Can't you stand this time? Oh,
You gonna burn, boy.
there's like an invisible wall. I thought I could jump over it. Oh boy, what's over here? Another pet bar. Okay, and a bag of chips. I'm God King at this game.
Ha! Wow. Sploosh.
Oof. Oh, that was the plane that you were on.
But guess what?
What?
That plane was this semester, and the tunnel was me. I think that was a pretty good joke.
Wheeze.
That girl is a real Carl
Do it.
Weezer.
Open it.
Croissant.
Open. This won't show up in the capture, but like a buddy of mine that me and Ben both know, like that I have added on Steam, it just popped up and said David is now playing VR chat, and it made me really happy because
Oh,
I like picturing him.
I thought
playing.
you were laughing at my Carl Weezer joke.
No, I was laughing at David playing VR chat.
Aw, I'm kind of sad now.
When you try your best but you don't succeed.
Sound like a drunk hyena,
Isn't there supposed to be a guy
better known as a woman.
that there's
Yeah, I think there is. I think there is supposed to be a
you're
guy.
supposed to
Is he chasing you around?
no
Can you not leave?
no
Huh.
not here. Okay,
That
see
didn't
there.
hap- that
Yeah,
didn't
that didn't happen. Like for some reason, that just didn't trigger, and we were just kind of stuck in this room. It bugged out.
Weird. Oh, he's right there.
There he
oh,
is.
spook.
Oh gosh, scary man. He's gonna slap me with his hands. oh dear.
Oh my sir, are you alright?
Oh goodness me. Are you okay? Say something.
That's funny. Oh my god.
Pretty fucking hilarious. Oh, that blew up. That's gonna need some glue. You're on fire, my dude. That must hurt a little.
You need to see a doctor about that fire, sir.
How come the fire went out after he died? Like, it would keep burning for a little bit.
I don't know, man.
Oh yeah, because
Shit. Jesus Christ, everything fell. Have you seen the fantastic meme? What, you know the Jason Bourne meme? Where he's like, Jesus Christ, it's Jason Bourne.
Yeah.
Pretty old, right?
Yeah.
Also, wait, look forward. There's a dude, there's gonna be a dude.
yeah, all right.
And then you can shock him. You can give him a little zappy zoop.
Okay.
And typically, he doesn't give a fuck.
This is great. Oh dang it. Yeah, he just he don't give a shit. He like kicks his leg a little. And that's it. Alright. Grab that stuff.
Dude, don't give a damn about anything, even getting little shockies.
Okay, so a moment ago.
You mentioned your substitute teacher.
Yeah, okay. So
Did
like
she touch your wiener?
no.
Then boring story.
Okay. So I was having a pretty bad day.
Because she didn't touch your wiener.
And and at about 5th period I had heard of just this
Go in there and pick up all the pistol rounds.
I heard this just like absurdly hilarious, like it can't be true level.
Dude, there's a first aid kit in there to your right, to the toilet. Pick it up. There you go. And
just,
then you drink a whiskey from the toilet. Wow. Wow.
Wow.
It took you an entire 6 rounds to kill him. Go in the room and get the pistol rounds. Not in that room. In
and
the
the other,
bigger room.
that's the bigger room that you're supposed to go into. That
No, it's not.
Yeah.
This is the room you're.
Yeah.
That's where you're supposed to go, idiot.
Oh, okay, my bad.
What? What are you doing?
No. Oh, no. Oh, dang it.
See, now you have 0 pistol ammo.
Oh well.
You have to go in here
I
where
can
there's-
just use the wrench for a little bit. It's only a medium. Anyway, at around 5th period, one of my classmates in the class I have like IT, because I'm a dork. He was just like, "Hey man, we have this sub in government today," and
Look at the
oh
action.
man, this woman, and I was just like, "What do you mean?" And then he was just like, "Okay, so she's like middle-aged white woman, and she obviously comes from wealth, and she opens up like
So an old white bitch.
pretty much. This is how I felt hearing this story, and pretty much she opened up with so let's talk about racism, and like. And my buddy, who's telling me this, he raised his hand. He said, you were left work by our teacher. And we love our government teacher. He's just a great guy. We all, like, really respect him.
A real pal.
And it kind of ticked us off.
Nothing's in there other than the man.
And it kind of ticked us off that, like, she was just ignoring the work that he had explicitly left her. And was just doing her own thing. But anyway, and he raised his hand. He's like, I don't see the need to really like discuss this in such an aggressive manner right now. It's not really
Pick up the pistol.
it's not really relevant to our class or what
Oh, he had a wrench. Sorry, I'm just stupid.
or what we're doing right now. And then she like snapped at him and said, "You're part of the problem." And then 2 young African American ladies in the class were just like, "Look, this isn't an issue here. This isn't really a problem with our student body. And there's no reason for you to
Load
bring
up that
this up."
hypo.
And like, she got mad at them. And
Load
like,
up that hypo.
I did.
There you go.
She got mad at them, and like pulled them out into the hallway to talk to them. This like very very privileged middle-aged white woman.
Maybe she was doing like a show don't tell presentation. So racism. Let me show you what it's like. Come out here.
And like
Black women.
she pulled them aside, and like she was just like, this is the struggles that Black America is facing. And like she
But
and
don't
this
step at the beat. Prepare your electricity.
yeah and I hadn't even got there yet. Like I have government 7th period, and like so
There's a. Why are you looking at the ground? You cannot play and talk at the same time.
I am, and I
No,
shall.
you're not. You're doing a horrible job. Turn around. At the water. Look at the water. Anyways.
And I haven't even been to the class yet. I hadn't even been in class yet because I had a 7th period, the very last period of the day, and like that the thing that had like really messed up my day had been like bogging me down the whole day, and like I had got that class period, and I was ready to be home. I was irritated, And then this woman, she walks in. I see on her face. I was like, this is gonna be highly entertaining. And I decided to have fun with it. I just like immediately raised my hand. She sits down at her desk and she's just like, yes. So I was just like, I heard something about class discussions from the other students. And
Dude, you went in there ready to start war.
Yeah, I had the knives sharpened. I was ready to go. And she was just like, oh, so I've gained a bit of infamy among the student body. And I was just like, I should probably... Why aren't subtitles on?
They are.
Oh. Why weren't they showing up? Anyway. And she's like, oh, so I've already gained a bit of infamy from the student body. And she's like... And then she like grabs a little pad and pencil and she's like, okay, so who said it? And I just like smiled back at her. I was like, I don't have to tell you that. I have no obligation to give that information to you. And then she just kind of like looked at me and I looked at her back and I sat there in silence for like 2 minutes. And she said, okay, so, here's what we can discuss, because I was just like, oh, we're gonna have a similar discussion. And she's like, oh, goodness, no, I learned a lesson there. I was like, good. And she said, so I've traveled the world in my youth, and I can speak like 5 different languages. So let's talk about that. She's basically like, here's why I'm so great. Let's discuss it. And so he was like, I was like, okay, great. What languages do you speak? And she's just like, oh, I speak Chinese, Irish, and then she just like, I forget them. I just remember those 2 because she also went into like her. She mentioned how
She was talking about how great she was.
yeah, and she mentioned how she like spoke Chinese and like went to China and stuff in her youth, and she's just like, see, like Americans are they're just too spoiled, you know? They're just like we have too much stuff and
Too
like,
much stuff, not enough space.
and
Too much stuff.
And I
Not
really
enough
learned that
space.
like less is more, because I saw this like Chinese man and he was assigned a job, got paid 2 to 3 hours a week, and basically had a shitty, terrible life. She didn't say that part, but that's what she meant. And like he took his kids out to the park, and like I saw just like this pure happiness on his face.
You're getting shot, boy. You're getting shot. What are
Yeah.
you doing? Turn around.
I just saw this pure happiness on his face, because he knew nothing else. That was what he had, and that was what he had to be happy about. I was like, well, I bet he'd be a whole lot happier if he didn't have to eat white rice every night for dinner, because he couldn't afford anything else because of the Chinese socialist regime. And then she's like, yeah, well, you're 18, what do you know? I was like, excuse me?
Bitch!
I was
Would you like a slap?
She literally said she's just like coming from an 18-year-old, and she used that a good few times. And one of the times she used it, we were talking about. She said how like media is so corrupt and how like it has a bias now, and it used to be so like clear cut, good. And I was just like, I mean, yeah, but kind of been around since the 1920s, yellow journalism and tabloids and stuff. And she was just like, oh no, not really, it's been, I was like, yeah, it is. And I like looked it up, and I looked up factual like evidence, and on my computer screen with my laptop out, and like showed her. I was like, yeah, it is. And then she was just like, well, that's coming from an 18-year-old. I was like, the fuck does the research ain't, bitch. I didn't do this research. I just looked the shit up. And then she was saying something about like government checks or something, and my buddy Austin, we have school given laptops, and my buddy Austin, the way she said checks was very like, she very emphasized the x of it, so she's like, checks, the government given checks. And then like my buddy, he just looked up the word, like he looked up like Chex Mix on his computer and just pulled up an image of it, and I was sitting behind him, and I saw it, and I like snorted, and she's just like, wait, what's so funny? And like most of the people in the class could see his computer screen, and like, without a word, he just like turns it to face her. It just looks her in the eye, and she's like, "Why'd you look that up? Were you hungry?" And then he just like very deadpan, just, "Yes, I was hungry and looked up a picture of Chex." And she's like, "Okay, all right." And then like I fell out of my chair laughing, just how oblivious this woman was. Huh. And it was a good time. It really perked up my bad day. Anyway, I'm gonna give this man a slap, and then
Better use a first aid kit. And the lesson of that story is don't fuck with white women, because they're bad.
like that one.
I ain't never gave a fuck one time.